Okay, so first up we're going to solve 2 sine 2x plus root 3 equals 0, where x is between 0 and 360 degrees. So rearranging the equation, we get 2 sine 2x is equal to minus root 3. So sine 2x is equal to minus root 3 over 2. Looking at our cast diagram, sine of an angle is negative in quadrants 3 and 4. So in quadrant 3 we do 180 plus x to get the angle, and in quadrant 4 we do 360 minus x to get an angle. Looking at our exact value triangle with the root 3, 1 and 2 in it, sine is equal to the opposite of the hypotenuse. So 2x is equal to 60 degrees. But we know this is not the solution because sine 2x is in fact negative. So we're going to discard but use that solution to get our answer. So make sure we score it out. So 2x is in actual fact equal to 180 plus 60 and 360 minus 60 degrees. The 2 in front of the x indicates that we have two waves in a 360 degree period. So instead of two solutions of 240 and 300, we'll have 4 solutions. So we must add 360 onto each of these answers because we have two waves, which gives us an additional angles of 600 and 660. We now need to solve for x by dividing all those angles by 2. So x is actually equal to 120 degrees, 150 degrees, 300 and 330 degrees. Next up, we're going to solve tan squared x equals 3, where x is between 0 and 360 degrees. So tan x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3. So if we split that into two equations to be solved, tan x equals root 3 and tan x equals minus root 3. Sketching our cast diagram, tan is positive in quadrants 1 and 3. So quadrant 1 you'll get from your exact value triangle. Just ignore that 180 minus x, and quadrant 3 we get by adding the angle onto 180. So where tan x is equal to root 3, tangent is the opposite over the adjacent. So the angle with an opposite of root 3 and an adjacent of 1 is 60 degrees. So x is 60 degrees plus 180 plus 60 degrees for root 3. Tan x is negative in quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. So x is also equal to 180 minus 60 and 360 minus 60, which gives us 120 and 300 degrees. Next up, we've got 3 sine squared x minus 4 sine x plus 1 equals 0, where x is between 0 and 360 degrees. This should resemble a trinomial to you, so we have to factorise this expression. I wouldn't advise factorising the trigonometric expression. If you break off at the side and write it out as just a trinomial in terms of x, and then factorise as you would normally. So we end up with x minus 1 bracket 3x minus 1. So if we then bring that up to our trig expression, we have sine x minus 1, and in our other bracket we have 3 sine x minus 1. And now we solve as we would normally. Sine x minus 1 equals 0, and 3 sine x minus 1 will be equal to 0. If sine x minus 1 is 0, sine x will be equal to 1. When your ratio is equal to 0, 1 or minus 1, always refer to your trig graphs. So we know that the sine of an angle is equal to 1 when that angle is 90 degrees. So x is 90 degrees. We have one solution here. 3 sine x equals minus 1. 3 sine x minus 1 equals 0. Gives us sine x equals a third. We need to use our calculator here. None of our triangles or graphs will help us here. We get a solution of 19.5 degrees in our calculator. We know that sine is positive in quadrants 1 and 2. So the additional angle is 180 minus 19.5 degrees. So x is equal to 19.5